So I said what I said, okay? These are the things that I don't think are that important. I just don't. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony, and if you are new here, then welcome to my corner of the YouTube universe. And if you're old here, then hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over 5 things that you do not need to obsess over when you first start your natural hair journey. I know these are definitely things I've obsessed over, I've spent way too much time on, and it's just not necessary, okay? So if you're just now starting off on your natural hair journey, or if you've been in it for a while and you find yourself getting obsessed with certain things, I'm gonna let you know what to cancel right now. But before I get started, take one quick second, go down below, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos from me, and thumbs up if you like this type of content. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So the number one thing, I feel like half of y'all already know what I'm about to say, but the number one thing and the first thing I'm gonna mention is that you do not need to obsess over your hair type. I think it was the hair typing system itself was created by Oprah's personal hairstylist. I don't remember his name right now, but I will link it above. I think it was created by him. And while I think it can be a somewhat beneficial way to categorize textures, I don't think that's the only thing you need to know, and honestly takes a much lower priority on the scale when it comes to getting to know your hair and what's going to work for you and what doesn't. Now with styling, hair texture is more important, but with a hair journey, if you're just starting off, you just big chopped, you don't really need to know your texture. Like, it is what it is. It's gonna be on your head, it's gonna work, like it's just, that's what it is. So you trying to diagnose your hair texture or figure out what it is, like, do not get obsessed with it, okay? I definitely did in the beginning, and I thought it was super important, just to come to find out it wasn't. Knowing your porosity, your density, and your coarseness level is gonna serve you so much better than if you were just going to know your texture. So don't get crazy with the hair typing, y'all. It's not gonna serve you like you think it will. Don't go through videos and videos and videos. It's really not that important. The second thing that I don't think you need to obsess over is products. Now, let me clarify, because I am definitely guilty of being a product junkie, and obviously I made an entire career out of it. But y'all, there's an obsession phase. When you first go natural, there's a phase. Do not stay in that phase. That's what it is. It means it starts and it ends. It is not a lifestyle. Do not be product obsessed as a lifestyle. You will need different products for different things. So your hair in a blowout is different than your hair in a twist out, is different than your hair straightened, is different than your hair in its curly state. You will need different products for different things. And in order to figure out and narrow down what works for you and what doesn't, you have to pay attention to those ingredients, figure out what your hair responds to best in its certain states, and then stick with whatever those products are. You do not need to go out, run out, get a whole bunch of products and think you need to constantly consume products in order to get your hair to grow. That's not practical. That's not reasonable. You know what I mean? So don't just get obsessed with products. I think, again, when you first start off, there is an obsession phase. I think it will serve you to narrow down what does and does not work for your hair. But I don't think you need to stay in that obsession phase. I think you should let it be what it's gonna be, find out what your hair likes, and then keep it moving. That is a lot easier said than done, because I do think it takes years to find out what your hair responds to best in certain states. But also, I guess, like, dabbing back into my first point about hair typing, not getting obsessed over it, what you would need to know more than hair typing as well is your climate, which hair typing doesn't include either. Like, if you live in a humid area, if you live in an extremely dry area, if you live in a desert, if you live in a rainforest, like, I don't think people live in those extreme of temperatures, but there are climate changes that will affect your hair, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I think what's her name? A Love for Me, her channel, she talks about like dew points and everything. It's definitely something you should consider when it comes to hair and hair styling and what's gonna work better for you in certain climates. it also is going to dictate your product choice, because based off of what the weather is today, you might get a product that works better in certain conditions than others. So be aware, don't just get obsessed with products. I think we live in a day and age where we have options that are available for kinky curly girls, and it's great because before they like didn't exist at all. But now that you have options, you don't need to get the obsession with the options. You just need to find out what works for you. Now, the third thing that I'm going to mention is length. You do not need to get obsessed with length. Now, I was obsessed with length in the beginning because that's my hair goal. That's what I wanted. I wanted longer hair, right? And I don't know, y'all, like with hair length, I think if you are obsessed with the length, you'll hold on to raggedy, straggly ends just for the sake of saying your hair is longer. And you don't need to do that, okay? Focus on the health, not necessarily the length. But I will say, I have mentioned in videos before, I do focus on length because health is not like, health is a given. I'm not really like, oh my God, is my hair healthy? Like, I'm not there anymore. So if you are just starting off on your hair journey, I do think it's health over length. But after you've like mastered your own hair and gotten yourself down and the products down and everything else down, I do think you could streamline your energy to one thing, you know, just one thing, instead of trying to be like health and length. Like I do focus on length, and it's like, all right, well, I'm getting the length because that's what I'm focusing on. I'm getting the length retention, that's what I'm focusing on. I don't do a whole bunch of length checks on YouTube. I don't post them like that. But when my anniversaries come around every 6 months, I be like, hey y'all, this is what my hair is looking like. You know what I mean? So I'm personally, I might be more guilty of this. But I also think priority-wise, your priorities will shift as your hair gets longer, as your hair goals change, as you journey on. You'll find out what is and is not important to you, so then you can make an executive decision on what to focus on, you know? But in the beginning, if you're holding on to dusty, crusty, straggly, musty, ain't shit ends, don't come for me, okay? I told you, focus on the health. Focus on your health. Which segues into my fourth point a little bit, okay? Because I also think when I first started my hair journey, I saw a lot of videos on hair. And it's a hair journey, right? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm out here for. That's what I'm searching for. But you really, really need to focus on the health of your scalp. And I did not see a lot of videos about that, but you guys know I am a clarifying type of natural. I use clarifiers every single week. I think when your hair has a good base, aka a good scalp, if you are healthy in your body and your metabolism, then your hair is going to flourish. The first departments to downsize are going to be your hair, skin, and nails if anything is unhealthy within you. And so your scalp, I think that's your good ground. That's what you need to focus on, making sure that your scalp is healthy, and then what your scalp produces is the hair, so that will also be healthy. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be, oh, I have really healthy hair and I have a really trash scalp. Like, that doesn't make no type of sense. So I think you should focus on the health of your scalp and the health of your body. Drink lots of water, get all your nutrients, take your vitamins, all of that, so that you have the proper building blocks to get you healthy hair. Not because, oh, I'm gonna take better care of my hair than I take of my body. That's backwards. So don't go backwards, sis. It's 2019. We're headed for 2020. Clarity. The real tea is that obsession with hair journeys does matter, okay? You will be obsessed with something. I'm just telling you what not to be obsessed with, because in the end, it didn't even matter, okay? When it was all said and done, this is the stuff I found that was not as important as the others. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that you do not need to be obsessed with my hair or the girl's hair on YouTube or YouTube videos as a whole. You will go through an obsession phase once again, but know more about you. I think I have said this all the time. I want my journey to inspire you to find out more about you, so you're a better version of yourself, not trying to be me. Do not go out and try to be Ebony. Do not go out and try to have Ebony's head of hair. If you admire it, great. If I inspire you, wonderful. That's what I'm here for. But don't try and be me, okay? I want you to try and be you. That's the best part. So don't get obsessed with girls' hair on YouTube. I think I definitely did that when I first started. I'm like, oh my God, I want my hair to be like her, and I want my hair to be like her, and I want my hair to be like her, and their curls are popping, and I'm gonna be like that when I grow up, you know? But again, be inspired, but don't try to be someone else. I definitely think there is a lot of information out there that you have to navigate through. It can be kind of confusing. You might have to search through hours of people saying a whole bunch of bullshit and you not even really getting the information you need, but I think that's still all part of the process. That's not something I'm a stranger to. That's exactly what I did when I first went on my hair journey, right? I hopped on YouTube and I navigated through who's really out here talking like the realest and who's really not. I think the best part about a self-discovery journey is that you're gonna find out what does and does not work for you, and that's gonna lead to an even better version of you. So I said what I said, okay? These are the things that I don't think are that important. I just don't. And as a side note, I wrote down a few things that you should be obsessed with, okay, that I found out later on in my hair journey and switch my priorities around. But protein moisture balance, the ingredients, finding out your complete hair type, the holistic thing. Mine is listed down below in the description box of all of my videos, so check that out if you want to know what my holistic hair type is. Discounts on products, who's having a sale, who's not, so they can save you some money. Tools that don't rip out your hair, because just because you tried one thing and it works doesn't mean something else can't work better. So definitely experiment around with tools. And again, the health of your body, your metabolism, okay? Don't just try to get your hair to grow. Try to be a healthier person and your hair will grow as a side effect. So that is everything I wanted to say in this video. Hopefully it helps you guys out. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. If you like this content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Remember to let your spirit, soul, and hair stay lifted like an Afro puff, and subscribe down below as well so you don't miss any more videos from me. And if you do, then I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.